Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
As you know, that we are taking a break. So, this is a pre-recording, and we thought it would be great just to kind of get in some insights for 2024, right?
Yeah, sounds great, girl. I think I know people want to know about current events. People may want to know about weather patterns where they live, or people may want to know about what's new coming into their own personal lives. So we're gonna have some fun with that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so what we can do is we're gonna do an overall on probably the most requested. People want to know the energies for who's going to win the election since it is next year in 2024. So, what we can do, we can take a look at if Trump is going to be nominated, which is so friggin' crazy. He's even nominated with all of this stuff surrounding him. It's like, really? But we're going to look at those energies, anyways, just to see. If we're feeling it might be somebody else and not him, that's fine. We're just going to go with whatever spirit wants us to let everyone know. And then there we'll get into some other topics, and we'll explain that once we get past this initial question. Okay.
Okay. So,
So everybody, we are taking a look at 2024. The energies as of today, looking at the election. So, as you know, things can change. So, we're just looking at the overall energies. Trump, or I want to say Biden versus Trump. Again, if Trump is the actual nominee, if he's not in jail. That's so crazy to even have that in a sentence. Okay, so I'm gonna have one the energies for what I'm feeling for Biden, and then the other will be the energies, and then I can compare those two. Let's see what we get. Oh wow. Okay.
if
Well, that's very interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
This is really I have this is very interesting. I don't know if you're getting what you're getting, but
Yeah, so I'm just pulling a few cards. I already pulled for Trump. I'm pulling on Biden right now.
okay.
So for Trump, there's definitely, I do have the judgment card for
Mhm,
him.
mhm.
And with the 5 of Wands. So, it's not going to be easy. I think there's going to be some conflicts and things that come up, around him running again. But ultimately, I think he will be the running candidate. I do have, as it stands of today, I do have the 3 of Cups, card of celebration. I pulled the Sun, and then I pulled the 10 of Pentacles, that old money.
Mhm.
So I do think that um, he will be running. For Biden, I have the Two of Cups, and which is funny to me. That looks like him and Kamala right
Oh, yeah.
there. And I have the Ace of Cups as well. And then I have the King of Pentacles. So him, there's money in his back pocket there. And then I have the Hierophant and then the World as well.
Mm. Okay. Interesting. So I'll start with Trump. So here's Trump here. I've got the King of Swords. Okay. So I feel like this is him thinking, oh yeah, I got this, right? All in his head. And then I actually got the Ten of Swords. Look at that. Something's going to happen. He stopped. He's being stabbed in the back. He can't proceed forward. So he's very confident, but then things are going to change for him dramatically. Okay. And then, because I also got the Tower.
Oh, wow.
So I got the Tower that sits on him. And then I got the Eight of Cups. He's walking away. I'm not sure if he even makes it to the nomination because he may, because I got also the Hangman. It's like no action. So things are like stalled. So this kind of makes me feel like he may not get the nomination. If he doesn't, obviously that's probably the Tower and him walking away. And if he is nominated, again, I feel like it's not going to go anywhere. He's got to take care of all these things coming at him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like he's going to proceed any further. And what's interesting is what I got for Biden is completely different. I got the Sun card. I got yes. So you can see that's like the best card in the deck. It's the Sun.
That's interesting. You got it for Biden, and I got the Sun card for Trump.
Right, but that's probably for his nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I got that. And then I did get the two of Pentacles. But what's so weird when I looked at this, it's very close to what you had with the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is not just Biden. I feel like this is Biden and Kamala. Mm-hmm. I feel like her energy is also stepping into this. So I feel like them as a team that they're going to definitely win. And then I got this too. And this is again, Queen of Wands. So it's all about they're sitting pretty, and look at the two again. And here you can see the two flags. The flags to me is the success. So I feel like they're facing the success. I think that things are actually going to turn in their favor. And when I looked at their overall energy on both of my decks, I literally got the Star and the Star.
Oh wow! Look at that.
And so people are going to start going their way. But look who's and behind people. There are also people running away and sad. I think that's the energy of Trump people.
Mm-hmm.
But there are others that I think there's going to be more people that are going to be voting for Biden than they are Trump. So that's the energies that I feel at this point, is that it actually, I don't care what the polls say. I don't care what anyone else says about it. From what I can see, Kamala, and it's going to be very instrumental in the next administration because that keeps showing me both of them. Mm-hmm. So she's going to play a stronger role. And that's what I'm definitely getting there.
Yeah. So, and I got the.
And when you got that, exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. So it's looking really good for Biden Harris, not so much for Trump. I'm not even sure if he can even get there, to be honest with you. He might be stopped right before the nomination, or they still let him go forward, but I
mean, there's definitely, from what my cards showed, other than, getting the Sun and Three of Cups there, but that Five of Wands, there's going to be some type of conflict and obstacle that he's going to have to get through.
Yep. Agreed. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to look at, you guys, now this is going to be very interesting. So we are going to now look at, a lot of people want to know like the weather patterns, like where they live. So what we decided to do, because we know there are so many people that live all over this globe that's watching us, so we're going to actually do it in a pick a card kind of a way. So what that means is we're going to have 3 piles, okay? And you guys are going to just pick one pile that you will be drawn to, okay? So you're going to focus on if you feel if you're being drawn to just by me saying pile 1, if I say pile 2, or if I say pile 3, which one are you most drawn to? That's one you want to go with. Don't think about it. You're just going to go with that. So what's going to happen now when you pick your pile, Sonja's going to read everyone that picked pile 1. I'm going to read on everyone that picked pile 2. And for those that have picked pile 3, we're both going to read on those energies. So what you can expect wherever you live, as it relates to the weather. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. And then, Sonja, when you are ready, because you are the energies for whoever picks on pile
1. Okay. Okay, so for pile 1, so I have the Soul, which is the Passion card, but just looking at this card, I don't know, I feel like that there may be like a lot of either rain or flooding or something along those lines, if you see all the water that's coming in here with the eye. But let me see what the other 2 cards have to say. We have the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so there's something, kind of what Spirit's telling me right here. If you look here, there's a globe here in this photo. And I feel like somewhere in the world, and it could be this globe is showing us, Africa and Europe or and further up north, but it could just be somewhere in the world. It may not necessarily be these areas, but I feel like there's going to be some type of flood or some type of flooding coming in here. And if you kind of look here in the background, everything looks so desolate right here. So I feel like there's going to be, it's going to affect some place that's going to be happening. So whether this is in your area or not, I'm not sure. But we'll see. Or maybe it might be just a lot of rain or something that's coming in here. But I feel like it's going to be wherever this is going to be a big impact. So that's what I have for pile 1.
Okay. And for pile 2, I got, you guys are actually going to get some pretty good weather. I don't see a lot of interruption. I got the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords, if you look at that, it's very calming, right? There's really not a lot of wind. You see a little bit of wind with the birds, but not really. Her dress is kind of flowing a little bit. It's a little windy, but everything looks stable. Okay. And then the next card I got was 10 of Pentacles, where people are partying, families together, out in the sun. Everything looks great. Again, no big shift in the weather for you guys. And then the next card gives me the Strength. Look at that. Everybody's having fun again. They're dancing again. So everything, if you pick for pile 2, feels like there's not a lot of weather issues. However, for some of you, I have to say this, for some of you, I feel like there might be a little bit of a drought and maybe a little bit of some fire issues. Okay. And I say that only because some of you will have drought. That looks like drought to me. And not only the drought, look at the fire actually in the picture. See in the background all the fire.
Mhm.
So so it feels more of a drier climate. So because of some of the dryness that some of you guys may feel, I feel like there will be some fires going on or some drought. But it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot of that. It doesn't seem very heavy. So again, pile 2, either you're going to have, for those that live in a drier area, some fires will come up, but again, it doesn't seem that bad. Firestorms, and for others, pretty nice chilled out weather. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, and then let's do another for those who will pick pile 3.
You want to go?
I'm still pulling for 3.
Oh, you're still pulling for 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and kick it off here. Let's see. So for pile 3, I have the darkness card, the moon. I think for some of you, there may be, again, this might be an area, I'm getting like a little bit of a fire vibe off of here. So I feel like that there may be, in some areas, there may be some fires, but in other areas, it's just going to be just fine with the Page of Blades here. And you can see like it's just making new discoveries. The weather looks absolutely beautiful. Nothing too crazy going on. And then I also have the King of Pentacles, which is a very like stability card. So overall, things will be stable. There might be a couple of areas that may present some type of fires, but for overall, things are looking really good here with the Page of Blades.
And to add on to what Sonja says, I'm getting a lot of what she just said. So I got the 5 of Cups. Okay. Again, you can see not a lot going on, but what's interesting with this card is this is, to me, there's stars out. So there's something about nighttime. I don't know. There's something that may happen. And
yeah, like look at here too with the night.
Yeah. I'm feeling like there could be like, or tornado or hurricane or something with winds. You see how that's bringing like a spiral, so it could be something like that, or something. I feel like there's water behind her as well, so there could be something with hurricanes, something like that. But again, I don't see it being very big. I feel like it's just, I think it's going to be a normal type of a weather pattern, and it's gonna occur at night. So it could be something that's going to come through your area at night, with some high winds, some water. And then I got the 2 of Wands. Again, look at night. You see the trees in the back there. It's at night. So this is all about energy and movement. And look there's a globe. So this is making me feel like this is for those of you that live around water. This is the continent of Africa. So this could be South Africa, it could be Egypt, it could be, different places in Africa. Also, it's showing me the Middle East. And then of course that's heading into Asia. So I do feel like not a lot of energy going on, because look at that. I got bored, like waiting for something big to happen, but nothing kind of happens. So that makes me feel like you're going to have some warnings. I do feel like maybe some typhoons or something with water, something that, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot of it. High winds, definitely get that. So that's what I'm getting if you pick for pile 3. Nothing seems to be that detrimental or that huge. but there is an action that's going to take place at night, whatever this might be, related to the weather in Africa or the Middle East, something like that. So, and that's added to what you were saying. Not too much of stuff going on because it got the
Yeah.
border war, like when is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? And so it's like a dud in essence. So, yeah.
All right. Super cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay. So now, okay, we are going to go back to another current events question. This will not be a pick a card on this one. So because we looked at the presidency in the US, we want to now look at the House of Representative. Oh Lord, the crazy house. We're going to see, since they're so close right now in terms of who controls it. So we want to look at, will the Republicans maintain control of the House, or will the Democrats, it look like the Democrats may end up controlling the House, therefore making Hakeem Jeffries the Speaker of the House.
Okay.
So let's look at that. Whoop. And actually, I'm going to frame the question another way because sometimes it's really tricky how we ask. I'm going to say, will Hakeem Jeffries become the new Speaker of the House in 2024? No, it would be 2025 because he would be sworn in 2025. Does that make sense? Uh-oh. I think I may have frozen. I don't know if it's me or if it's Sonja. I think it might be Sonja. Okay, let's see if she pops back in. Okay. Of course, I have jumpers. Yes, it's Sonja. She'll pop back in. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at those energies. And let's see if Hakeem Jeffries will become the new Speaker of the House. His term will actually start in 2025. So let's take a look at that. Wow. Okay. So guys, I am going to pause for a hot second. Let's see if I can do that. So give me just a second.
Okay, everyone, we're back. Sorry about that. That was really weird.
Very weird. Okay. So guys, we're back. So we were actually getting ready to pull for Hakeem Jeffries to see if come January of 2025, if he was elected in November of 2024 as the new House of Representatives Speaker of the House. So we can go back to that.
Okay. I don't think I need to pull anymore.
You want to go for it?
I got the King of Swords, which, is dealing with legal matters. I got the Justice card. And then I got the Sun.
Oh, wow.
And then at the base of my deck, I have the Chariot. And look, after that is the Ace of Cups.
Oh, wow. Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay. This is so interesting. Okay. So I feel like he will also. I've got the 10 of Wands. So I feel like he's on his new journey, right? He's packing everything up. The old party's got to go. All right. And I do see that there's going to be, I got the Moon card. So there's still going to be some emotions and some trepidation about it. There might even, I don't know, I'm feeling like there might be some sort of a conflict to where maybe something may have to go to the courts, which is why you had got that Justice card. I feel the same way. There's something that's
And look, this was the next card on the bottom. The Moon.
Yep. See, yeah, there's going to be a struggle or a fight. I think maybe some of the states, something may be so close and they're not quite sure. But I feel like it's going to bring some emotions there. But there is going to be balance. There will be balance. And then what's funny with that is I do get you got the King of Swords. I got the Queen of Swords. So I just feel like, yeah, that there's that new thought, but it goes their way. I feel like it goes to the Democrats' way, but it is going to be not as easy as they think. But then I do get the bottom of the deck inspired. So I do feel like Hakeem is probably going to be the next Speaker of the House, but it's not going to be easy getting there. And I just was curious to see the other energies around it. Look at that. There's going to be some people upset, jealous with what's happening behind the scenes. But the Republicans are going to try to do what they can, but it's the hill is very steep. So it's not going to, and it's just, they're going to be surprised by, wow, it didn't work in their favor. So that's what I'm getting. So I think there's a strong possibility that, yes, as far as it comes to the House of Representatives, Hakeem looks like he slated to be the new, but it's not going to be easy getting there. That's what I feel like. So,
okay, yeah,
as easy as one would think, right? You would think it would be that. Right? No. Oh, I forgot. At the bottom of the other deck, look, I got. There's the new action. There's everyone's happy, the new energy, the celebration. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna now go back to another pick a card. Okay. So again, guys, we want you to think about
pick your number first before you hear who has what pile.
Exactly. So we're gonna go with pile number 1. If you're feeling pile number 1 and you just immediately felt it, stick to it. Pile number 2, and then we're going to have you to pick pile number 3. So what are we going to be talking about? So what we're going to be talking about is what's new coming towards you in 2024. Right?
So go ahead and pick your number.
Yep, pick your number.
Let's get our cards together first, and then we'll announce who's doing what.
We'll tell them who's going to do what. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that.
Oops. Oops. Oh, geez. Cards flying everywhere. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Want me to kick this party off?
Sure.
Who's who's got pile one? Let you assign it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do pile one.
Okay.
Do you want
ones? Here you go.
Okay. So here's
I'll do 3.
You'll do 3? Okay. And then we'll do 2 together. Okay. All right. So for all of those who picked pile 1, looking at what's new coming for you in 2024, I'll say this. You got the Hangman. So immediately that's letting me know towards the beginning of the year, you're going to be not doing too much. So it's going to be a continuation of whatever's going on with you in 2023 and to 2024. You're just kind of hanging around. You're doing a lot of thinking. Okay. You can see the light in the person's head here. So you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, looking at different aspects of your life. But then I do see you moving into calmer waters. I do see there's some movement going on. I see change is going to be happening for you. I feel like it's going to be a new spark of energy that's going to come. That's going to propel you into a new direction. And then you will have choices to be made. I've got the 2 of Pentacles. It's all about choices and decisions. This also could be concerning your stability, about you moving. So for some of you, I can see that you're deciding if you should move or not. That's a decision. For others, it could be your job. Should you move into a different direction with work? Again, you're going to be making this decision about your stability, about your money, your career. So there's definitely some change with that. And it's funny to me because a lot of that has to do with, this is your overall energy, boredom. So you're ready for a change. So for pile 1, what's coming towards you are new ideas, new thoughts, and I feel like you're ready. You're just not quite sure just yet what you want to do, but you will come out of this state of non-movement and start to go into that right direction that will give you choices and decisions to be made that will move you where you want to get to. So that's what I got for pile number 1.
All right, pile number 2. You want to go ahead and kick that one off, and I'll add mine on?
Sure. All righty. For those with pile, oh goodness, pile number 2. What's coming your way in 2024? You have had enough. So this is the 2 of Blades, which is like the 2 of Swords. You're at your ends with. So like for pile number 1, they're like in their heads, they're thinking about everything, but you're like, nope, I've had enough of it. You are so ready. You are so ready for change. You're so ready. You have had it. And what's interesting is I see a lot of what you want to change involves a group of people. So I feel like this could be friends around you. It could be family. It can even be a relationship. So I feel like you guys are ready for something new. Okay. I feel like, but there's more of an annoyance with you though. This is something that you're just like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm just so tired of this. For some of you guys, I can feel it's your family life. Look at your kids in the back. You're tired of the arguing. You're tired of the bickering. You know, there's a lot of that going on. They're pestering you. You feel like, see the bees, not the bees, but the flies. So I feel like for some of you guys, your family, you just might want to change from your family and like, okay, guys, we got to stop and do change this, how we talk to each other or something along those lines. But I feel like there's a lot of chaos because I got the devil. There's a lot of chaos or something going on with you guys in 2024 that you're going to have to face. I also have, if you look at this card, you'll see there's a lot of bills. Look at that. A lot of bills you're tired of. So I just feel like with you guys, you're ready to move on from this, but you do have to confront the things that's going on in your life in order for your change to occur. Because I got the devil all up in your stuff for 2024. And so some of you will be pushed to make that change. So,
yep. Oh, yeah. I got the 5 of Wands. So there's definitely chaos going on. Look at that. And you mentioned the family, and it's like, let me see. I don't know if you can see it that well. You know, it looks like different family members and stuff. People are battling. Look, even the dogs are even going at it. But it's going to take everything for you to step into your strength. This is the card of the sun, the strength and empowerment. So be empowered to make that change. And then I got the stepping stone for you too. So you do have the ability to go a different direction. And this says taking one step at a time. Don't rush the journey, gradually building on success, the start of something bigger. So it's time for you to take those steps in the direction that you want to go. And really tapping into that inner strength, but get clear on what those steps are for you. You know, what does it look like? Where are you trying to go? Where do you want to go? So really think about that and get clear on it so you can begin the journey and start for 2024. Get out of that chaos and move into something bigger and better. So awesome. Okay. So let's look at number 3. Number 3 is very similar to number 2 that we just did. Look at that. There's the 2 of blades again.
Oh my God.
You've had enough, but it's a little bit of a different twist. You've been surviving right now. That's just kind of how you've been playing it out. 2023 was about you surviving. This says barely hanging on, living paycheck to paycheck, right? That's what those bills that are showing up, upside down, showing up in there. Burnout is knocking on your door, no savings, limited resources. And it's about really letting go of all of that stuff, you know, your limitations and your fears. Right? That's what you've been playing into, and you've been keeping it small. You've been keeping it small because you're really scared to kind of play in the big pool, right? And get in the big pool. But it's, you know, Spirit is saying enough of this surviving. We know that you've had enough, and it's now time to let go of those fears and those limitations so you can move into something else, move into a different direction. And so a lot of that will be taking a look at in the beginning of 2024. What actions are you going to take to move yourself out of those limiting fears? And that's what I have for group number 3.
All right. Awesome. Sounds great. All right, guys. Now we're going to get back to our last current event. And since we looked at the presidency in the United States, we looked at the House of Representatives. Now we want to look at the Senate. Will the Democrats retain control in the Senate for 2024 and into 2025? Okay, I can go ahead and go real quick. This is very interesting. There's events coming, so that's about the election that's coming. There's new action, new energy, and it's going to also be a fight. I've got the 5 of Wands. It is going to be a battle. Okay. And I have trickery. I got people trying to get away with stuff. They're gonna do their best to create as much chaos, to confuse people, a lot of fighting and bickering and cheating going on, a lot of gossiping, a lot of lies. Okay. But then what I got is I got the Queen of Swords. So again, this has been coming up in the readings today, and she's been a winner. So I feel like, yes, they will retain the Senate after all of this chaos, because there's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of chaos. And then I got finally moving into calmer waters.
Yep.
And so that's what I got with that. Yep. And they're overcoming the obstacles, the Chariot card. So yes, they are gonna they're gonna hold on and retain. The Democrats will for the Senate. So what you get?
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot going on. I got the Five of Wands, so there's going to be a lot of conflict. I got the Nine of Swords. It's going to cause a lot of people worrying and stressed out about it. It's going to be things hidden. I also got the Seven of Swords. I got the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. So yeah, a lot of cheating going on. A lot of things that are going to be hidden. But ultimately, I got the King of Pentacles, which is a card of stability and power. So I think they're going to hold it. And I pulled one more, and I got the Emperor as well. And then at the base of my deck, I have the Ace of Swords.
Oh, so wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they will, but it's gonna be cray.
Yeah. So at this time, we can do a collective reading if you want. We can look at the overall energy with or an oracle card. We can do that.
Yeah.
And then that will just wrap everything up.
Yeah. And, guys, we'll be back live again mid-January. We just wanted to give you a little something. I know it's not like the full length that we usually go, but we want to give you a little something while we're away. And we'll be back in mid-January to do a live. So we hope you are all enjoying your holiday time and being safe and taking care of yourselves. So, there we go. I guess that's
that one really jumped out. Whoa.
Oh, this is beautiful. And this is great too, going into the year. A reminder about being in a state of gratitude. And this one says, when I appreciate, I feel so very good. And it says, appreciation is the secret to life. Become a person who appreciates, and you will thrive. You will fulfill your reason for being.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like that.
And you know what? I got the overall energies. I love this. I got the yin. If you guys can see it, it's in pink. This is all the yin and the yang, but this is the yang. This is the feminine energy. And it's so funny because I do feel like we're getting closer and closer to the time of the feminine, of the women energy is going to be taking over. We need more balance, and I think women for 2024 are going to be instrumental in making this shift happen. And so what I got with that is, this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gratefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. The yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shape, not the sharper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So again, this is all about the feminine energy, though, because it's the yin, okay? And it's about living your dreams. It's about living your dreams. So again, guys, thank you guys so much. We want to say happy holidays to everyone and safe holidays. And we will see all of you guys in the new year.
Happy New Year. Bye, everyone.